morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 OEO Summit and Community Impact Awards. Oftentimes, when you're speaking, someone says, if you're nervous, find a friendly face in the audience, and it'll help you. But unfortunately, I don't see any, so I'll just wing it. I'm Tyson Mitchell, Director of the Mayor's Office of Equal Opportunity, and I am honored to serve as your host for today's event. Today is just not a celebration, it's a statement. It's a demonstration of how this city can conduct business differently, how intentional policy combined with genuine partnerships leads to meaningful outcomes for people, for neighborhoods, and for the future of Cleveland. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to recognize, I don't know if we have any city council or public officials in the audience. I don't see any. All right. Also, I don't know if I see anybody from the mayor's cabinet. Everybody's out working hard. We got a lot going on, as you know, with the power being out and the fire going on down in Garden Valley, so they're out working hard. Also, would like to recognize the staff. Any City of Cleveland staff just stand up and be recognized? Come on, don't be shy, come on. All right. Thank you for your dedication, but for you, we couldn't do any of this, so thank you. Before we move forward, a few quick reminders. Our full program book is available digitally. You know, Director O'Keefe would appreciate the fact that we didn't print out a lot of copies and we are going digital. So please simply scan the QR code on your table to access today's schedule. Learn more about our award winners and get information about our lunch vendors and featured partners. I also would like to thank TV20 for coming down and capturing today's event. They have always been a good partner with us, so thank you. So let's get started. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce a special message from someone who has championed our mission since day one. Please turn your attention to the screen for a welcome from Cleveland's own Mayor Justin M. Bibb.
Hey everybody, I'm Mayor Justin Bibb, and I'm so proud to welcome you to the Office of Equal Opportunity Summit and Community Impact Awards. This year's theme, Building Beyond Barriers, is a powerful reminder that meaningful change doesn't happen by accident. It takes vision, policy, partnership, and most of all, people like you. People who show up, speak out, and do the work and push all of us to do better. The OEO Summit is a chance to reflect, recharge, and reimagine what equity and opportunity can look like in our city. Today, you'll hear important updates, exchange bold ideas, and connect with developers, business leaders, advocates, and residents who are helping turn vision into action. And as we set our sights on the future, I'd also like to pause to recognize the amazing work already underway. I'm proud to celebrate this year's Community Impact Award recipients, individuals and organizations who exemplify the values of equity, inclusion, and economic empowerment in everything they do. These honorees remind us of what's possible when we lead with purpose and collaborate across sectors. Our promise in return is this: to remain committed to the work still ahead and ensure that equity, access, and opportunity are at the heart of every development project, every investment, and every decision we make in our communities. Congratulations once again to today's awardees, and thank you for being a part of this movement to build a stronger, more inclusive Cleveland for everyone.
Thank you to our Mayor, Justin Bibb. And Council President Blaine Griffin would be here, but as you all, probably many of you know, he's at the funeral for one of our previous employees, Ms. Jacqueline Muhammad. So he sends his regards for not being here. He is one of the champions of the Community Benefits Ordinance and helped start all this momentum. So if we can give Blaine Griffin a hand, Council President. All right, now, it is time to talk about what we've done and how things are going. I'd like to take a few moments just to share where we've been and where we're headed as far as it relates to community benefits. What a joy and honor it is to stand before you today in our inaugural OEO Summit and Community Impact Awards. Can you give it that? This is our first I'm supposed to say first inaugural, but inaugural, right? Inaugural. Well, I'm from the neighborhood, so I'm gonna say first inaugural. First inaugural OEO Summit. known as, focused on the Community Benefits Ordinance, which many of you call the CBO. So let's keep that in mind. Community Benefits Ordinance, CBO. I'll use those terms throughout the day. But let me tell you something. This wasn't just a new policy. It was a promise. A declaration that the city's growth would no longer be divorced from the people who built it. A commitment that when cranes rise in the sky, opportunities will rise with them for our small businesses, our tradespeople, and our neighborhoods, and our future. And since the city of Cleveland has taken this promise seriously, from September 2023 to yesterday, we have signed 33 community benefits agreements. 33. Yes. With more in the pipeline. We probably got, I don't know what, 15, I think he said 15, I'm gonna just make that up. 15 in the pipeline. No, he said that. Also, we have supported $959 million in total project investment. Based on my math skills from Daniel E. Morgan, that rounds up to $1 billion. So we have in the pipeline $1 billion of construction that have community benefits agreements. We've driven $510 million in hard construction costs. Provided over $156 million of city financial incentive. That city and financial incentive ranges from TIFs, tax abatements, and infrastructure improvements and grants. This is the one thing I'm most proud of. We've projected over $147 million in contracting opportunities in diverse spend. So can we give a hand for that? $147 million. So many of you in this room should be able to benefit from that. That means more minority, more women, more small businesses, not only surviving, but scaling and thriving. It means more dollars are circulating in neighborhoods that have been historically left out. I'm from a neighborhood in Huff that has been historically left out of development, so I know what it feels like to be left out. This community benefit, the commitments that we've received will ensure that those who've been historically left out will move forward. It means more apprenticeships being hired, more apprentices being hired, more partnerships being formed, and more Clevelanders building generational wealth. Not just one-off opportunities, but generational wealth. Because that's what this work is about, not just investments, but outcomes. The mayor always talks about what outcomes do you have? And in our Department of Office of Equal Opportunity, I ask my staff every day, and they can attest to this, well, maybe every other day, is anybody better off because of what we do? And that's the only question I want answered. Is anybody better off from the work we do? I don't care if it's one person, 2, 3, 4, 5, but if it's no one, we have not done anything. This reminds me about a conversation I had with BET's Jeff Johnson. He talked about people coming up to him saying, hey, I've been in this position 20 or 30 years. And he says privately he's not impressed because he always asks himself, who did you help? And that's important. Who did you help? And that's what we're here today to talk about. Our new established, a few months ago, here's an example of somebody who's better off. A young man walked into our Community Benefits Resource Expo. Not quite sure where he's going, why did he come? Something just told him to come. He saw the information out there. And he said that he was looking for direction. Well, he found more than that. He left that day with an apprenticeship placement and a clear path through a trade skill here in the city of Cleveland. And as our mayor always talks about, union work is one of the best paths to the middle class. So we are particularly proud of that. A young man who came to this event, our Community Expo event, and left with an apprenticeship. Our newly established minority-owned development firm that through our Blueprint Cleve, that I will talk about a little later, is now learning the ropes of major development. This firm is not in the room as a guest, they're in the room as a peer. Working shoulder to shoulder with seasoned developers, learning procurement, learning bidding, learning just how to navigate City Hall and the procurement process. This is not equity, this is access and action. These are just two of the many stories that fill the pages of our upcoming Community Benefits Impact Report. A document I hope you will read, reflect on, and share. Because what we're doing in Cleveland isn't just working, it's leading. Frankly, because I have a boss in Mayor Bibb that allows the Office of Equal Opportunity to flourish and to be inclusive. Secondly, because we have a city council that provides us the resources that we need to do our job and to do our job effectively. Their question is always, how can we help? What else do you need to be impactful? So those are the two reasons that we are able to move forward with community benefits. And yet, as I stand here proud of where we are today, and as my grandmother would say, skinning and grinning, we still got more work to do. We still got a lot more work to do. We didn't just draft this ordinance, we launched a movement. As the song says, I'm a movement by myself, but what? We're a force when we're together. And that's what we're doing, working with community development, economic development, and all the other departments in the city of Cleveland. And with that movement and force comes infrastructure, real programs and platforms that ensure our success isn't accidental, but intentional. One of the things Zach Reed always talks about when I got here is that I use the word intentional. We must be intentional if you want to move the needle. And so that's what our office does. One of our intentional programs is Blueprint CLE. This is fancy words for our Mentor Protege program. We believe Mentor Protege is one of the ways that we can scale businesses here in Cleveland. That program pairs emerging firms with experienced developers working on active projects in Cleveland. This isn't a classroom, it's a construction site. It's bid reviews, it's insurance review, hands-on learning, real time. And for the firms that have been underestimated, overlooked, or simply under-networked, this is a lifeline for them. So we are particularly proud of Blueprint CLE, which is our Mentor Protege program. Too many firms in Cleveland hit a ceiling. I would like to say they hit the basement ceiling, not even the roof. And that's a problem. So not because they have lack of skill, but because they lack access. So we believe this Blueprint CLE will focus and give them access that they have not had before. We also created the Community Benefits Resource Expo I talked about earlier. It's a quarterly citywide job and resource fair where developers, contractors, community partners, and residents connect around real opportunities tied to active CBAs. This is the program I talked about when the young man came and got left with an apprenticeship. These expos are where resumes meet results. They're where job seekers find their next career. They're where trust is built and where the ecosystem gets stronger. This is the answer to when I talk with developers and they say we can't find. This is the antidote to that. We mandate that they must come to the Community Resource Expo, so they can't use those words, we can't find. But let me also offer a word of humility. We recognize that despite the success stories, there are still barriers. It often reminds me of the great one who said, "Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need?" That's the great Michael Jackson, right? But y'all moving slow. No, I know many of y'all. Who knew that? Who knew those words? All right. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? I hear those concerns, and I share them as well, because progress does not happen overnight. It happens over time with persistence, partnership, and accountability, which is why we're doubling down on our efforts. We're doubling down on our monitoring and somewhat of our enforcement, but we're doubling down on our engagement. We made the process more transparent. Many developers call the mayor's office and say, we don't know what's going on. Well, a lot of the information is right there. They don't say that we don't know what's going on and we didn't look at the website, but that's another story. So we've equipped developers with the tools they need to succeed. And we're holding every party, including ourselves, accountable to the outcomes we've promised. We promise outcomes to people, and so we must hold ourselves accountable. When a developer signs a CBA with the city of Cleveland, they are not just signing a document, they're making a pact with the community. And I see my friend Angela Bennett out there, whose frontline development signed a CBA with the city of Cleveland, and she has made impact with that. That's why the theme of today's summit is building beyond barriers, because we know that barriers are real, but we also know that they are not permanent. We're not just building buildings, we're building bridges. We're not just constructing structures, we're constructing trust. We're not just investing in projects, we're investing in people. So to our developers and general contractors, keep showing up. Keep hiring local. Keep engaging early and often. We find out when you engage early and often, we get success at the end of the project and no one's surprised. To our certified firms and subcontractors, know that you belong here. This is your house. This is your time, and this is your table. To our community partners and workforce advocates, we see you. We need you. You are the lifeblood of our success. And to every resident in the city, the CBO was built for you. The benefits are yours, the future is ours to shape together. As I close, let me leave you with this. Our work is not finished. Not by a long shot, but it is working. We are moving the needle, and as evidenced by the information you saw earlier, particularly about the minority, female, and small business spend. And it's not working because of all the fancy stuff we're doing. It's working because of you, because of the voices in this room, because of the belief that Cleveland doesn't have to choose growth and fairness. We can have both, growth and fairness. And we are having both. So let's keep going, let's keep building, let's keep proving every day that the city's true greatness is measured not by its skyline, but by its solidarity. This is our moment, let's make it better. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. It's now time to honor those whose leadership and excellence have set the bar for community impact and accountability. But first, I would like to take a personal privilege and make a special acknowledgement. One of the things I want to talk about, we're talking about community benefits agreements. The largest community benefit agreement to date is a $3.5 billion project on the river. That project is for Bedrock. Dan Gilbert's team, Bedrock, has created the largest community benefit we've ever received. $25 million, ladies and gentlemen, are coming back to the city of Cleveland and residents. $25 million. This just shows when you have an owner that's intentional and believes in community and stand in the community, in Dan Gilbert and Bedrock. If the Bedrock team can stand up and be acknowledged, please. $25 million. That's not paper. It's money. $25 million of direct investment for the Cuyahoga County River project. So thank you, Bedrock. This ceremony is an opportunity to pause and acknowledge the individuals, businesses, and organizations that are advancing Cleveland's vision of inclusive and responsible development. These awardees have not only met the moment, they have set a new standard of what impacts look like, or impact to action. Nominations for each category were made by OEO staff, and after careful review, the top 2 finalists were voted on anonymously, I can't even say that, by our team, and to determine the final awardees. Each winner will have, I will repeat, 30 seconds to say a word, a quick thank you, 30 seconds, 3-0. So, and we have a timer, so we'll let you know. So let's begin by recognizing our outstanding Minority Business Enterprise of the Year. To present this award, please welcome OEO's Tara Johnson. Come to the stage.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tara Johnson from OEO, and I am here to present the MBE of the Year. Thank you, Director Mitchell, for your acknowledgments. Well, I already said good afternoon, but that food was so good. Let's give a round of applause for our vendors today. They did a fantastic job. All right, I am honored to present the MBE of the Year Award. This year's, the Mayor's Office of Equal Opportunity recognizes individuals and organizations that have gone above and beyond in advancing the mission of access, fairness, and economic opportunity. This year, OEO staff nominated a pool of candidates across each category. After careful consideration and an anonymous vote, the 2 top nominees for this award were Next Generation Construction and Gateway Electric. And now it is my great pleasure to announce the 2025 recipient of the MBE of the Year Award, Next Generation Construction. As he is making his way to the stage, I just want to give a general overview of a little bit of his actual company. Founded in in 2009 by Shakori Davis, Next Generation Construction has grown into a thriving business with both offices in Cleveland and Columbus. Their success is rooted in authentic relationships, treating clients as partners with shared commitment to excellence. Their team is recognized for its quality, professionalism, and community-centered values, which align deeply with the purpose of the award. Please join me again in congratulating Next Generation Construction. And I'll be remiss if I did not mention congratulations to the entire Next Generation Construction team. Good job, everybody. Let's keep this momentum going. Thank you.
I'll try to keep it under 30 seconds. I'll do a good job. But I want to thank OEO for this opportunity. While I don't necessarily look for awards, I definitely enjoy working with the community and making Cleveland a better place. But if I can give one piece of advice to other budding contractors or MBEs, become solution-oriented, right? That's going to be the differentiator between your business and other businesses moving forward. So I know it's a lot of chaos in the world, but we're about to see an economic boom like we've never seen before here in Northeast Ohio, and there'll be opportunities for everybody, and always enjoy the low-hanging fruit and appreciate that as much as the other projects. So thank you and appreciate the work.
All right, congratulations to the entire team at Next Gen Construction. Let's keep the momentum going as we move on to our next category. Presenter Mary Barnwell, come on down.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mary Barnwell. I'm the Compliance Program Manager with APB Associates. It is a true honor to stand here today and recognize the strength and resilience and innovation of women-owned businesses right here in Cleveland. Over the last 5 years, we've witnessed a powerful shift. Women-led enterprises not just surviving, but thriving. These businesses are securing larger contracts, breaking into new sectors, and building legacies that uplift entire communities. Today's nominees for the FBE of the Year Award, Ariel Cole and Frontline Development, embody what it means to lead with vision and impact and truly building beyond barriers. I'm proud to announce that the 2025 Female Business Enterprise of the Year Award goes to Ariel Cole, led by the incredible Ronnie Thompson. So as Ronnie's coming up, Ronnie showed up from the beginning. She attended all pre-bids under her trucking arm for the Progressive Field Renovation Project. However, she didn't stop there. She saw an opportunity and boldly pivoted into warehousing, growing her contract value by 3 times the original contract amount. She also embraced a mentor-protege partnership with a shipping company, proving that collaboration and courage go hand in hand. Ronnie, your journey reflects what possibilities women who lead with power and purpose can do. Congratulations to you and to the entire RO Cole team.
Okay, well, thank you to the OEO office for having a first. I think it is important that we definitely, part of doing something like this is encouraging those who are doing the work, but it's also encouraging those that are looking to do the work. So I think these types of events are very important, so I appreciate that. There's a bunch of people I could say thank you to on this journey. Thank you, Andre, thank you, APB, for thinking of me in this opportunity. And I just want to keep doing what we do, you know, so thank you, everybody.
All right, we keeping this thing moving. Congratulations, RL Cole Enterprises. Our next award highlights a firm with deep Cleveland roots and legacy that spans generations. Presenting is Assistant Director Michael Curry. Come on down.
Good
afternoon, everybody. My name is Michael Curry. I'm the Assistant Director of the Office of Equal Opportunity, and today I am honored to present the CSB of the Year Award. Our CSBs are our Cleveland area small businesses located within Cuyahoga County. They are the backbone of our certification system. This year, OEO staff nominated an exceptional pool of candidates. After thoughtful deliberation and a confidential staff vote, the top 2 nominees for this award were Cook Paving and Construction Company Incorporated and Down to Earth Landscaping. And now it is my great pleasure to announce that the 2025 recipient of the CSB of the Year Award is Cook Paving and Construction Company Incorporated. With roots dating back to the 1930s, Cook Paving is a legacy business built on grit, vision, and generational leadership. Under President Linda Fletcher, Cook continues to pave new paths, literally and figuratively. Their work has shaped Cleveland's physical landscape and its economic foundation. Their commitment to safety, service, and integrity reflects the values we celebrate today. Please join me in congratulating Cook Paving and Construction Company Incorporated.
Thank you very much for this honor. It's a great year for Cook. We're celebrating 75 years in business. I know I don't look 75 years old, but we live on a legacy on the shoulders of greatness from a minority-owned business started by a father and son. Keith and I continue this legacy and hope and know we will be around for another 75 years. Arthur?
Thank you. Thanks everyone for attending this first inaugural. You know, Ronnie asked me, like, did we ever have one of these? Oh, I'm like, this is the first one. So be delighted. Congratulations to all the other recipients. I want to say, well, I really got to say something. I mean, years ago, you know, my grandfather, he worked in this very exact building as one of the first black engineers of city of Cleveland. He started the first minority city golf league here in Cleveland, and then he bought into Cook Paving as a majority owner. And since then, as a young person growing up, walking in these very hallways to the permit department, up at OEO, to building the house and purchasing, you know, navigating, seeing what the competition looked like, seeing us trying to get a fair shake. And we always didn't get a fair shake. It was always tough. I always go up to the OEO's office, still to this day, to demand that we get our fair share. And that's going forward to all of you. And you'll get the next award next year. Thank you all.
He just gave you all that history. One of the things also, did you see his shirt? What did you notice on his shirt? He had his logo. That's back to what my grandmother said. Y'all around here thinking you're cute, running around with your fancy suits on, but he got his logo on, right? So that's something to emulate. Congratulations to Cook Paving. We now move from individual firms to the power of organizational partnerships. This next award celebrates institutions whose collaboration amplifies community progress. And next presenter is our own Terrell Knight.
Good afternoon. My name is Terrell Knight, Community Benefits Compliance Administrator with the Office of Equal Opportunity. Thank you all so much for being here today. I'm honored to present the Impact Partner Organization of the Year Award. This year, the Mayor's Office of Equal Opportunity recognizes organizations who exemplify leadership in uplifting communities and expanding opportunities. After careful review, the top 2 nominees for this category are CHN Housing Partners and the Built Environment Collaborative, Greater Cleveland Works. And now, it is my pleasure to announce the 2025 Impact Partner Organization of the Year, CHN Housing Partners. CHN's profound impact, serving over 60,000 families annually, building more than 7,000 affordable homes, and delivering customized housing solutions that change lives. Their success is powered by strong leadership and a visionary staff like Robin Holmes and Daniel Witter. who model what partnership looks like in action. From construction and career training opportunities, CHN helps Cleveland residents find stability, dignity, and the possibility of hope. Please join me in congratulating CHN Housing Partners.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kevin Noack. I'm President and CEO of CHN Housing Partners, and up here with me is Robin Holmes, our VP of Construction. CHN is a nonprofit based here in Cleveland, founded in 1981, that focuses on leveraging stable, affordable housing to change lives and improve communities. We call that the power of permanent address. And that changing lives and improving communities goes well beyond the housing. We work every day to ensure housing stability, home ownership opportunity, but also as we think about the way that we develop, we build, we want to make sure that we're helping to drive inclusion within our community, helping job opportunities, both for people within our community as well as people who are within our housing. As I mentioned, some of our work that we do is with the youth in our housing. When we build housing, whether it be multifamily or whether it be single family, we actually include the youth that live in our housing to give them different opportunities. In construction and other areas. So we really appreciate this award, appreciate the recognition, and thank you very much.
All right, congratulations to Cleveland Housing Network, Housing Partners. Our next honoree carries forward the legacy of service and transformation in one of Cleveland's most trusted anchor institutions. And presenting this award is Tiffany Dandy from the Office of Equal Opportunity. Come on down, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to present the Award for Developer of the Year. This category honors institutions and integrate mission, development, and social purpose to uplift communities. The top two nominees for this award were Brenda Glass Trauma Center and May Dugan Center. And now it is with great pleasure that I announce that the 2025 Developer of the Year is the May Dugan Center. May Dugan cannot be with us today, so I will accept this award on their behalf, but just a little bit about them. For over 5 decades, the May Dugan Center has transformed Cleveland's Near West Side from trauma-informed care to basic needs services. They serve more than 23,000 people each year with compassion and accountability. Led by Executive Director Andy Cherez, they build not just facilities, but hope, belonging, and generational progress. Please join me in congratulating May Dugan as I accept this award on their behalf. And we appreciate everything they've done. Thank you.
All right, congratulations to the May Dugan Center. Our next award goes to a contractor, whose reputation is built not just on concrete and steel, but on trust and community. Presenting this next award, the General Contractor of the Year, Elizabeth Kopchak, the Office of Equal Opportunity Certification Guru.
Good afternoon. I am honored to present the General Contractor of the Year Award. This award is presented to a firm that sets the standard for excellence in delivery, community engagement, and contract development. The top 2 nominees were the AKA team and Gil Bain. And I am honored to say the 2025 General Contractor of the Year is the AKA team. Under the leadership of Ariane Kirkpatrick, the AKA team stands at the intersection of technical expertise and purpose-driven leadership. Their motto, always known as the team you can depend on, is more than branding. It's a promise. From commercial construction to mentorship of emerging firms, the AKA team is building Cleveland's future, one project at a time. And she's breaking the ceiling time and time again. Please join me in congratulating the AKA team.
Well, I'm laughing because I've been so busy with this national conference that I only have like 500 emails to read, so I didn't read this one, and I'm cracking up. I was like, man, Shaq got me again. Congratulations to everybody here. This is is really awesome. This is exciting. I really love building buildings, but most of all, I love building people. I love building legacies. I think it's really about my 3 E's. That's engagement. We have to be engaged like what we're here today. We have to be exposure, and until then, we cannot reach the empowerment that we need to build the economics of our community. So thank you so much, and I can't believe Gilbane, because literally, I've been in construction 30 years, but Gilbane reached out to me and invited me to work on the Museum of Art building. It was a $435 million project, and although I started residential rehab and then storefront renovation, and to come into this industry like this was just so different and scary. So they waited for me for about 8 months until I made the decision. And they really embraced me, and I've been fortunate to work with companies like Whiting Turner, Gilbane, Turner, Independence, and that is what we need to do. Make sure you make those connections, but also let's make sure we connect with each other. Thank you.
It's funny, Erin doesn't know this. When she gets these awards, she doesn't realize how many calls I get from people who wants to know about her other company and free samples, but I'll leave that one. All right, congrats to AKA team. From construction to SIP, once again, oh yeah, give it up, AKA team. Let's give it up, let's give it up. Just put on that NAMAC conference last week, national convention here. It was a beautiful thing. Congrats, from construction, to civic leadership. Our next award recognizes a public servant whose voice, values, and visibility are making history. Next, to present this award is OEO's own Zach Reed.
Thank you, Director. Well, good afternoon. I'm honored to present the Civic Impact Leader of the Year Award. This award celebrates a public servant whose commitment to community advancement, advocacy, and policy has made a measurable impact in the lives of Cleveland residents. After nominations and voting by OEO staff, the top 2 finalists were Councilwoman Jasmine Santana, Ward 14, and Renee Timberlake, Director of Built Environment Collaborative, and the winner for the 2025 Impact Leader of the Year Award goes to Councilwoman Jasmine Santana. Councilwoman Santana couldn't be here this evening, so we will accept the award on her behalf. And I just want to say a few words about Councilwoman Santana. Councilwoman Santana is a trailblazer, the first female Latino elected to Cleveland City Council representing Ward 14 with unmatched energy and integrity. And I just want to say, I was a councilman for 17 years. And I can tell you, I've been knowing Jasmine before she was even elected. I'm very impressed and have always been impressed with Jasmine. But then I look back at some of the accomplishments that she has made, and I just want to highlight a few. Her civic engagement, which she's getting an award for today, she drove 17% voter turnout in the last major election, the highest in 5 years and one of the lowest voting wards in the entire city of Cleveland. She sponsored the paid family leave law, which allows city employees to take time off when you have a baby or you adopt a child. She led the public investment in Ward 14 that includes $1 million renovation of the Myers Pool and $1.5 million for the Mercedes Cotler Park. She secured $1.5 million in funding for Centro Via 25, and her partner back there, Janice Contrell's back there, she can attest to that. And she co-sponsored historic legislation, and while we're here today, the Community Benefits Agreement. So Jasmine has done a lot, she continues to do a lot, and she's running for re-election, let's not forget that. And as a former council person, I want to take an honor of a privilege. I want to thank you all here today. Because we in the OEO office and the mayor's office and we at City Hall, we can produce the permits, we can produce legislation, and we can ask people to do certain things. But it's up to you. It's up to you in this room right here to step up to the plate as you have stepped up to the plate to make sure it happens. So when we ask you to hire Cleveland residents and you hire Cleveland residents, we thank you. When we ask you to hire females on your projects and you do, we thank you. When we ask you to hire small Cleveland businesses and you do, we thank you. So on behalf of the mayor, Justin Bibb, we'd like to say thank you. We look forward to our continued partnership. God bless you and have a great day.
All right, congratulations to my friend Councilwoman Santana. Our next award goes to a visionary whose entrepreneurial spirit is reshaping Cleveland's business ecosystem, one bold project at a time. Next presenter is the Office of Equal Opportunity's own Jeanette Esperanza. Come on up.
Muy buenas tardes, good afternoon. Today I'm honored to present the Community Impact Trailblazer of the Year Award. This award recognizes an individual whose visionary leadership has broken new ground, created pathway for others, and left a lasting legacy of transformation. This year's two top nominees were Janice Contreras with Northeast Ohio Business Center for Economic Development, and Robin Holmes and Daniel Witter with CHN. Today I'm honored to present the 2025 Community Impact Trailblazer of the Year, Janice Contreras. As President and CEO of Northeast Ohio Business Center for Economic Development, Janice is more than a leader, she is a force. Una fuerza que, como se dice, ¿quién dijo miedo? Through projects like Centro Villa 25, Janice is shaping Cleveland's economic landscape while preserving culture and building wealth in historically underrepresented communities. Her influence extends from boardrooms to block clubs, from policy to placemaking. With unmatched resolve, she brings capital, creativity, and connection where they're needed the most. We are proud and honor her work, her voice, her vision. Please join me in congratulating Janice Contreras.
Gracias, Jeanette. Thank you everyone for being here. Congratulations on an amazing event. I hear you guys had some little challenges, so fabulous to be here. Thank you for this award, truly honored. I would be remiss to say, hey, I get to work with CHN Housing, so I think we all win, so congratulations to them as well. They will be our neighbor. They have a neighborhood office that's opening on Monday at Centro Villa 25, so hey, everybody wins. But this is truly an honor. You know, when you lead an organization, specifically a race-based organization, an organization with limited resources, the ability to think beyond the financials and to think beyond the impact and really address what folks need is a challenge. And so just grateful to have had the opportunity to believe in our community and be relentless about getting it done, right? Everyone in this room and all of the awardees today and all of the nominees pushed through a ton of adversity, but I think the key ingredient is not giving up and making it happen and pushing people to come along with you and stand on the shoulders of the folks that were on this panel and a lot of you out there in the room. And so that tenacity and conviction, right, that you're onto something and that you're doing something well. Don't give that up, right? That's ultimately what makes the difference on the folks that you saw here today and the folks that make it, and unfortunately those that give up. So gracias. I'm gonna do a shameless plug. You guys know it. If you haven't been to Centro Villa 25, just cross the bridge over and meet me. You can't miss it. It's a super colorful building, but come over. I also need to know what you eat because I'm the food police now, right? But no, definitely I am humbled, honored to sit here, and I'm grateful to OEO and their help. That was hard. I'm a rookie, right? Like, we hadn't done this before. That was hard, and Barbara was helpful, the whole team was helpful. So we are successful because we had the support of what it took to make it happen. So thank you to my team who's back there. You know, they did the work while I was out figuring it out and knocking on doors. And so I would be remiss if I didn't mention the incredible, tiny but mighty team that we have at the Hispanic Center for Economic Development. I'll see you at Centro Villa 25. Thank you.
Take a personal privilege. One of the things Janice mentioned was that bridge, right? The bridge we grew up with, particularly on the east side, that we rarely even come and cross. So I ask you all to open up and cross that bridge. We can't be so segregated from the east side and the west side. This is Cleveland. This is a city of Cleveland for all. So I'll just say my folks who've historically not gone on the west side, we got to grow up and build ourselves and do that. So I just wanted to say that. Once again, congratulations to Janice. Our final segment this afternoon celebrates 3 individuals whose contributions and partnerships have been truly foundational to the success of Community Benefits Ordinance and this very event. These awards honor not only what they've accomplished, but the spirit with which they do it. We begin with our first special recognition from Mr. Terrell Knight.
All right, thank you, Director Mitchell. This year's Bridge Builder Award is presented to someone who's quite literally building bridges, not only between people and opportunity, but between systems, agencies, and communities. Renee Timberlake, Director of the Built Environment Collaborative at Greater Cleveland Works, has been instrumental in aligning Cleveland's workforce strategies with the mission of the Community Benefits Ordinance. From the moment we both stepped into our position, we literally started within 3 months of each other in a position where we had no antidote, no recipe, and we had to figure it out. Into our respective roles, Renee and I have walked side by side, supporting each other in our shared vision for equitable access to skilled trade careers. Under her leadership, the Built Environment Collaborative has established new pathways for Cleveland residents to obtain certifications, enter apprenticeships, and succeed in careers across the construction and clean energy sectors. She is recognized for her tireless dedication, collaborative spirit, and unwavering commitment to achieving meaningful outcomes for individuals who have historically been underrepresented. Renee doesn't just build bridges, she builds futures. And for that, we are honored to present her with the Bridge Builder Award at the 2025 OEO Bridge. Take a picture and give a speech.
Well, I must say this was a surprise, but one I feel very honored to accept. Terrell is right. We've worked very closely, and I have been. God, I don't know. I mean, I thought I might have to give a speech. I don't know why I'm struggling with it right now, but it's really been an honor of a lifetime to have this job. To run the Built Environment Collaborative and to be able to put my skills to work to really bring change to the city is something that I don't know that I ever thought I would be able to do to this extent. I would be remiss if I didn't call out several people in the room who have made this happen. My title has the word collaborative in it. That means that I don't do any of this alone, and I wouldn't be standing here without so many people who are in this room right now. So first I have to call out Michelle. Excuse me. I'm a little choked up. Michelle Rose is the CEO of Greater Cleveland Works, and she is the one whose vision brought the Built Environment Collaborative to life. So if it weren't for her, I wouldn't be standing here. She also hired me, so thanks for that. We also have several partners in the room. Cleveland Builds over here, Greater Cleveland Partnership, I almost said Greater Cleveland Works again. Contractors Assistance Association and ACE with Glenn. Riddle Green Partnership is in the room as well. And in addition to those organizational partners, and there are several more that I'm not mentioning, there are also people in this room who have been instrumental in getting to the progress that we've made so far. Terrell and Director Mitchell's staff is certainly among those people. Shaq is one of my go-to, if I have questions about anything, Shaq is the person I go to. And I've really enjoyed working with the Bedrock team on figuring out how to make the low-income certification process work. So again, I wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for all of you. So I thank you, and I look forward to what we're all able to accomplish in the coming year.
Good afternoon, everyone. This next award is very special because it speaks about empowerment through Partnership Award. And this next award recognizes an individual whose ability to inspire, lead, collaborate, and strengthen the very foundation of our event and our work. I had the pleasure of working with this individual, and I saw this individual inspire the work, dedicate their time and their energy. And from one advocate to another, I find myself privileged to present this award to this individual. I'm sorry, my name is Amanda Collins, and I'm also part of this wonderful OEO team. The individual that I'm speaking about is Miss Mary Barnwell. Mary Barnwell, gotcha, is a seasoned environmental compliance professional, and she's a fierce advocate for community-centered development, and her fingerprints are on every part of today's summit. Mary, she came to us with a lot of great opportunities and ideas, from the program book design to the content development, and her thoughtful insight elevated just the entire experience. Mary brings both vision and execution to the table. She's helped shape the narrative of the CBO. She's a part of the work. She believes in the work, and she knows the work. And from behind the scenes and in the field, translating policies into tangible outcomes for Cleveland residents, so they'll know exactly what they are benefiting from. Whether she's managing complex projects or developing environmental strategies or mentoring the next generation of leaders, Mary brings clarity, she brings grace, and she brings excellence to everything that she does. So it is with great appreciation that we present the 2025 Empowerment Through Partnership Award to Mary Barnwell.
Well, I have to say they got me good, y'all. I worked tirelessly on the programming, working with Amanda and Terrell every Tuesday at 1 o'clock to make this happen. And I just want to say how appreciative I am of working with those who are doing the work. Every idea, as Amanda said, they heard, they listened, they've taken APB's feedback from us working with Progressive Field or on Progressive Field as a part of the owner's rep team, and they've made it a part of how they're doing business and how we're doing business. And so I just want to thank Office of Equal Opportunity for giving us the opportunity to work with them. And I would be remiss if I didn't shout out my boss, Andre Bryan, who pushes me so hard, y'all, to do better and do more. And in him pushing me, it's always been, and has, I mean, from the first conversation we had, it's always been about how can we have a bigger piece of the pie for small businesses, for minority businesses, for female businesses. How can we get them on the projects that we're on and that we're not on? And I'm just so thankful that I get to call him my boss, and that I get to work with him and see him be the teacher, the advisor, the professor, the trainer, the builder, the construction manager, the project manager that he is. And so thank you so much today.
All right, congratulations, Mary. It is rare to find a partner who not only understands your mission, but amplifies it in every turn. Andre Bryan has been just that. A guiding voice for the small business community, Andre has played a central role in shaping this event's success from the very beginning. His strategic thinking, tireless advocacy, and powerful connections, specifically through his work with the Cleveland Guardians, has opened doors and expanded the conversation about what's possible. As president of APB Associates, Andre brings over 25 years of experience in both private and public sectors, including a decorated United States Marine Corps. But more than that, he brings integrity, generosity, and relentless commitment to uplifting others. Andre, your leadership has made a lasting impact on the summit and the work we do every day. We are proud to present you with the 2025 Empowerment Through Partnership Award.
He said, keep it at 30 seconds. Alpha didn't like that I started out that way, right? But anyway, thank you. It's been a pleasure. It's an opportunity to work with OEO. I feel that with Mary's help and the rest of our team, we've been able to work with OEO and really cultivate an environment where we've learned from them, they've learned from us. We all benefit as a result. I'm kind of tickled pink. And I just smile when I see the companies that come up and have received awards, because I remember early on meeting Keith and working with him to try to assist get on projects. I remember I was part of the Gilbane CM team when Arian came through the door and started cleaning out some of we remember some of those trailers on the, some of those trailers exactly on the construction project that she was getting into, and many other contractors that have had an opportunity to come through the doors. And as the owner's rep or CM team, I'm usually in a position where I can have some level of influence in who gets an access and the opportunities. So to work with Ronnie and see those kind of things come to fruition along with OEO is just amazing. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. This is just the start, right, Mary? What do we talk about? This is just the beginning. We got a lot to go through. So thank you, everybody, and thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
All right. As we bring this thing to a close, with deepest appreciation, I want to give this award. The mayor just walked in from a meeting, but he's up in his office. But I'm going to accept this award on behalf of Mayor Justin Bibb for your outstanding leadership, vision, and commitment to breaking down barriers and expanding opportunities for Cleveland's underserved communities, celebrating a legacy of impact. Hand for Mayor Justin Bibb, please, you all. Thank you. Once again, we'd like to thank all the winners, finalists, and partners who participated in this celebration. As we bring this first inaugural OEO Summit and Community Impact Award to a close, one of the things I'll just say is we got to make sure we connect with the people better than we have before. Sometimes we got to, our verbs won't agree with our subjects. Sometimes we're going to say first inaugural, but that's sometimes how we have to connect with people. Right? Because you can also feel like you're not a part of the group. So that's one of the things. We don't try to over-relate, but we are who we are, and it's part of our community. So today marks more than just a first. It marks the beginning of a tradition rooted in accountability, opportunity, and action. What we witnessed here was not just a program, but a reflection of power, of community benefit when we align our values, our policies, and our partnerships. Before we depart, I want to take a moment to acknowledge those who have helped bring this day to life, specifically Councilwoman Stephanie House-Jones. During our budget hearings, she nudged us in only the way that she can, said, why don't you all report out to the community? And we took her advice and pulled this thing together, and this is our report out to the community, specifically because of her nudge. And so I wanted to thank her. We give her a round of applause. I'd like to thank our event sponsor, the Department of Community Relations, who really helped us out in the crunch. I'd like to extend our sincere appreciation to all our OEO Summit partners, APB Associates, Cleveland Guardians, the incredible staff, my incredible staff. Where's everybody here? If the staff of OEO can stand up or just raise your hands just to be acknowledged. This thing was looking real shaky yesterday when we weren't open as a city. We were closed yesterday. We had no air and very few lights. So we pulled this thing together. As I said, once again, this is the annual OEO moment. This event and the success of the Community Benefits Ordinance is a direct result of your commitment to fairness, access, and to Cleveland's peoples. To our partners, award winners, panelists, vendors, and guests. And also, let's thank the food. The food was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. Did you all enjoy the food? I enjoyed the food, definitely. Thank you to the vendors. Let this be our call to action, that we continue the momentum, strengthen these connections that you're all making here, and carry forward the shared responsibility of building a more just and inclusive Cleveland together. Thank you for being part of this historic day. Travel safely, and I look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you, everyone. Good night.